Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you and tell you how to play spades. This will be an easy tutorial for this 4-player card game, so let's get right into the video. As you can see, I've already dealt out the cards just to make this video a little bit shorter and easier, but obviously you're going to be dealing out the cards in real time when you're playing this game for real. So I'm going to place this camera down just like this. We're going to angle it up a little bit so you get a better view of all of the cards and the card situation over here. Then I'll tell you about the rules. So the goal of this game is essentially to be the first player to reach 500 points. So you want to be the first player to reach 500 points. And I'll explain the scoring system towards the end of the video. So the goal of each hand individually is actually to win as many tricks or more that you bid at the beginning of the round. So the goal for the game is to reach 500 points. That's how you win the whole game. And within each hand, you want to win at least the number of tricks that you bid on at the beginning of the round or more. And I'll explain that in just a moment. So basically, you want to decide who's the dealer, okay? Someone's going to be the dealer. They're going to deal out 13 cards to each player because there's 52 cards in the deck and there's 4 players in this game. So 13 cards go to each player, okay? Face down, and then the player can look at their cards. And the player is going to bid on the number of tricks that they're going to win. Now, some people play where you have to bid on the number of tricks that you're going to win before you look at your cards, and other people play where you bid on the number of tricks that you're going to win after you look at your cards. It's completely up to you. But essentially, a trick is when all 4 players have placed a card in the middle and one player has the winning card, so they take all 4 of those cards. So you're basically going to be bidding on how many hands you think you're going to win within that specific round. Now, essentially, you want to try and bid as accurately as possible while not going too low and not going too high. And that takes some skill and experience. But what you want to do as a rule of thumb is you want to arrange your cards from lowest card to highest card. And aces are high, 2s are low by suit. So you can see all of the hearts here are arranged from lowest to highest. All of the spades from lowest to highest, all the diamonds from lowest to highest, and then all of the spades from lowest to highest. And the spades are going to be your trump suit, your highest suit. So I always like to keep those separate. So essentially, to win a trick, once you start playing, which I'll go over in a moment, you need to put down the highest card of the lead suit that was played or a spades card. So essentially, let's go and let's start playing a couple of rounds here. So a couple of imaginary rounds here. Let's adjust the camera angle ever so slightly, just like that. And we're going to play a couple of rounds. So let's say this person was the dealer, okay? So they're going to play a card. Now you want to save your spades for when you need them because they will trump any other suit. So you want to save your spades for when you need them, in my opinion. So let's say she or he would start by playing a 4 of hearts. Let's just imagine. So they put down a 4 of hearts. Now we're going to go clockwise, okay? So every player must play an actual card of the lead suit. So this person must play a hearts unless they don't have a hearts to play. Now they can play a 2 of hearts and basically they would lose this round for sure because their 2 of hearts is lower than the 4 of hearts. Or they could play something like a 6 of hearts. So they could play a 6 of hearts and now this person is in the lead because they have the highest hearts right there, right? So then this person would come along and they say, okay, you know what, I'm going to play an 8 of hearts over here. So this person is in the lead, and this person right here would look through their cards and they say, okay, you know what, I want to take this trick. I want to play the Queen of Hearts. Okay, so this person played the Queen of Hearts, which is the highest card of the lead suit. So they're going to take this trick. So they take this trick, they place it beside them like that. Okay, you can place it face up. It's totally fine to keep it separate from your own cards. But essentially, you want to place your tricks like that. Okay, now since this person won, right? Now they're going to play the lead card next. So let's say they're going to play a 9. Let's say they play a King of Diamonds. They say, you know what? I want to try and take this hand. I'm going to play King of Diamonds, okay? This person's going to look at the cards. They're going to look at their diamonds, and they can play a diamonds that is lower than that diamonds, or they can say, you know what? I want to take this trick right now. I'm going to test out the waters. I'm going to play a 7 of spades. Now, this person is in the lead because the spades trump any other suit on there, okay? This person's next. Now, they have a few options. They can play a diamonds, right? in which they say, you know what, or they can play a higher spades than that, right? So they say, okay, you know what, I'm going to put a 3 of diamonds and discard this card. It's a low number anyways, so it's fine. Let's just discard it, okay? Remember, this person's still in the lead because they played the 7 of spades. And then this person's going to look at their cards, and if they want to, they can say, you know what, I'm going to take this hand by playing a jack of spades. But that's not really advisable because you're wasting a jack of spades to only beat a 7 of spades. It's too big of a gap. So in my opinion, that wouldn't be a great move. So they would look at their diamonds and see if they can play a diamonds. Now they can play either the jack of diamonds or the queen of diamonds. Obviously, you wouldn't waste your queen of diamonds. You would play your jack of diamonds. And since this person played the spades, they're going to take this trick, okay? Because they played the trump suit. So those are 2 quick examples of hands that can be played. Now, essentially, you're going to continue playing until everyone has gotten rid of all of their cards. So you're essentially going to be playing 13 rounds because everyone got 13 cards, okay? So once again, aces are high, 2s are low within each suit. And basically, yeah, like I said, I'm just going through the rules on the side. I have them written down on a piece of paper to keep track of the video. You're going to continue playing until everyone has played their cards. Now, here's how the scoring goes. Okay, like I said at the beginning, everyone is going to make a bid on the number of tricks that they're going to win. Okay, so let's just say for the sake of argument, everyone bid that they would win 5 tricks. So this person bid that they would win 5 tricks. This person bid that they would win 5 tricks. This person bid that they would win 5, and this person bid that they would win 5 tricks. So everyone bid that they would win 5 tricks each. Okay, you're going to score 10 points for every trick that you won that you actually bid on. Okay. And then you're going to score 1 additional point for every trick that you won that you did not bid on. And then 0 points for not reaching your bid. So let's say this person scored 4 tricks, okay? This person scored 4 tricks. So that means that they did not reach their bid of 5 tricks. So they get 0 points. They get no points for that round. Let's say this person scored 5 tricks. They bid 5 tricks and they scored 5 tricks. So essentially they reached their bid and they got 10 points each for those 5 tricks that they bid on, okay? That would lead to 50 points in total because they didn't get any additional tricks. Let's say this person got 6 tricks, okay? They got 10 points for those 5 tricks that they bid on at the beginning of the round, and then 1 additional point for that extra trick. So that would be 51 points because 5 tricks at 10 points each and then 1 trick at 1 point because it's 1 in addition to what they bid on. And let's say this person got 2 tricks. They didn't reach their bid of 5 tricks. So the 2 tricks means that they got 0 points. And that's it. You finish that round and you start a new round. Okay, now obviously I don't know if that number of tricks that I said in total adds up to 13 because it would add up to 13 in a real game. Because that's the way that's how many rounds you would have played. But you know, it's just off the top of my head. That's basically, I have some notes to the side, but I didn't put down notes for the amount of, you know, tricks that would equal up to 13. So I just did my best. Okay, and that's basically it. Those are the rules for spades and how to play spades. It's an easy 4-player card game. It's actually really fun to play. It's a really competitive game and it can be really enjoyable. And that's basically it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Sorry, before I finish the video with my outro there, I just want to say that there are skills that you can develop in this game, and your first couple of rounds you play might be a little bit tough in terms of winning because, you know, there is a lot of skill that you can use in understanding how the card system works in this game. But as you play more and more, you will get better and better. And that's it. Eventually, you will be a pro at winning in spades. And that's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.